Today we're talking with Damorow Jones, president of Metals Your Way in Reading. Damorow, thanks for taking time today.
Hey, thanks for having me.
I am curious. Give me briefly, what does Metals Your Way do?
Well, Metals Your Way is a material project management company, and what that means is just like what it says. We manage the material for projects that our customers may have.
And who are your customers?
Our customers are manufacturers, they're townships, they're school districts, they're hobbyists, among others.
Mainly in Berks County or not necessarily?
Not necessarily in Berks County. We're actually working on a job with a company out of Chicago in Marcus Hook, Pennsylvania right now, which is over near the Atlantic City.
Now, you had sent me a copy of your professional background, and you have an interesting path to this position. How do you go from working in the Young Men's Department at Boscov's to owning a metals managing business?
Well, I tell people I kind of Forrest Gump's my way to that. When I first moved out here, I had a job offer for a company. That job ended up falling through, and rather than go back to Kansas, I decided to stick around. And so I got the job at Boscov's through Gage Personnel, actually, and found out that I really wasn't into merchandising and clothing retail. So I redid my resume and I had retail experience, and actually I was an assistant boys lead, so it's like a kind of a little bit of managerial position. And they found me another job at a metal distribution company called Metal Supermarkets.
Gage did?
Gage did.
Okay.
And they hired me as an outside salesperson. And over the years, outside sales led to inside sales, which led to sales manager, then store manager. And with Metal Supermarkets being a franchise, their franchise contract was up in 2006, and the owner of the company wanted to retire, so he closed down the business, and myself and my business partner purchased the assets of the company, and Metals Your Way was born.
And just like that, you decided to buy a business?
Just decided to buy a business. Kind of seemed like a natural progression at the time.
All right, and what was the first thing that you learned as somebody now new in running a business? What was the first lesson or the first learning moment that you had?
The first learning moment was all the money that it costs to start a business. Like before we even opened our doors for business, we wrote out about $6,000 in checks for all the fees, for township fees. This was actually in Muhlenberg or in Temple. And so you're paying all these different types of taxes, and I can't even remember all the names.
Permits? Just to get the building open?
Just to get the store open, there was a lot of fees attached to it.
And how many people did you have working for you?
Initially, there was just 3 of us to start off.
The 2 partners and 1 employee?
Yes.
Now you've got 5?
Yes.
How's the company different now than it was when you got it started?
Well, back then, when I worked for Metal Supermarkets, all I knew was Metal Supermarkets was a metal distributor. So all we did was sell metal, and that was it. We supplied metal to different companies, to machine shops, to fab shops.
Would you buy it from other suppliers and then sell it?
Yes.
So
yes.
You didn't make your own metal?
No. So basically, we purchased metal from various suppliers. We sold hot rolled steel, cold rolled steel, stainless, all different types of metal. So companies would call us up, they'd order it, and we deliver it to them.
Okay.
Now what we do now is that we will actually partner with our customers. We'll go in and we'll assess how we can best help them. Now not all of our customers, some of our customers do have their own maintenance departments, their machinists, their fabricators, their welders in-house. A lot of them don't. the recession hit a lot of companies, a lot of manufacturing companies hard, to where they had to get rid of a lot of their maintenance people and a lot of purchasers. So
some of that institutional knowledge wasn't in-house anymore.
correct. So back then, a lot of our suppliers started coming down and servicing our customers directly because they were hit hard by the recession as well. So with us not being able to compete with our suppliers, we had to find a different way to help our customers and to service our customers. And noticing that a lot of the maintenance departments were gutted, we started offering value-added services, through machining and, cutting the metal and fabrication and offering powder coating and galvanizing.
And the suppliers couldn't offer that?
No. A lot of these guys, these companies, they were just, you had a metal company that sold just hot rolled steel, a company that sold just cold rolled steel, a company that sold just stainless steel. And what we did is we brought all of that under one roof and added these services to it. So we became a value-added service provider back then. This was back in like 2008, late part of 2007, early part of 2008.
Right as the recession was beginning.
Yeah, we picked a bang-up time to start a business. But yeah, so we started offering these different services. So we would literally, a company would call us up and say, hey, can you get this done for us? I need this cut to this size. I need some holes in this. I need this to be powder coated. And we'd go pick it up. Customers that we used to deliver material to, we'd go pick the stuff up, and we had, forged strategic partnerships with different companies in the area, and we got stuff done for them. And then as the recession started to die down, then our buying power got a little better, and we were able to start, saving the money, telling them, hey, instead of buying all your material from, buying your stainless from here and your hot roll from here, hey, just buy it from us. You buy it from one place, and we can deliver finished product.
And you're still buying metals to fulfill the orders that you're getting.
We are.
But you're doing it in a way that you can compete on price with?
Yes. Yes. Because we're not just, specialized or locked into one different arena.
You can shop around.
We can shop around.
Huh. And so where's the company now? Can you tell me how much you do in revenue a year?
I can tell you that from when we started in 2006 to now, we've grown threefold.
So you're up to 5 employees now. What do they do?
We have 2 in inside sales. We have 1 out in the shop. We have 1 delivery driver, and we have an office manager.
And do you have what's going to happen in the next year, 3 years, 5 years? What direction do you want to take to grow the company?
What we're attempting to do right now, the material project management is in its infancy, and what we're working on now is educating our customers on the value of allowing a company to do this. Primarily because a lot of companies, there's a high turnover rate with purchasing agents in companies, because companies ask a lot of these people. So you can have a purchasing agent who buys your paper and your pens, and then someone will put a thing on their desk, say, hey, I need you to also buy this aluminum. It doesn't make much sense because that person doesn't have any expertise of what they're even ordering.
Right.
So that's the service that we're trying to educate companies right now to, use us in that capacity.
So again, you're in the absence of the institutional knowledge within the company, you're filling that knowledge gap by providing that service and that knowledge.
Yes, we are.
And you're just trying to sell more people on the fact that this is a valuable service that you can provide them.
Yes,
You're not just somebody that goes out and buys metal for them. You can do a little bit more than that.
Yes, sir.
Well, that sounds like a good place to end on, Damorow. I appreciate the time today. It was good learning about metals your way. Thank you.
Hey, thank you.